This is Kugan CASSIUS for Eiffel TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're at the Cole Greaves show here in Graves Civic Hall. Now this is a bit weird, me interviewing you, because I've known you since you were about 10 years old. We've grown up together. We used to hang about on the streets of Essex, doing all kinds of things. See you later on, mate. Getting up to all sorts, and now I'm interviewing you ahead of your... Well, after your second professional fight, which unfortunately ended for you tonight in defeat. But just talk to me. I know, obviously, over the last few years, you've been making your way on the unlicensed circuit, and you're 34 years old now. Why the decision to turn professional, Paul?
I didn't really know that theoretically, with no amateur background, you can get your professional licence and fight professional. So I followed the unlicensed scene, sort of done what I could in that. Won a couple of belts on the unlicensed, and then my trainer Kevin Lilly, who was doing pads with me at the time, said, why don't you concentrate and try and get your licence, go to the board for an interview and a trial. Long story short, we had the interview, we had the trial, and we got granted our professional licence. Had my first fight in November. I won that 4-rounder on points, and then this was my second fight, which was a 6-rounder, which I'm sorry to say I fucking lost. But experience is everything, and yeah, I thought I'd done enough, at least to fucking work a draw. But yeah, like what you said, slow start, but that was where I weren't too sure if I had the 6 rounds in my tank. Now I know I've got the 6 round in the tank. If I get a rematch with a fella, it ain't going to go the way it just did. I plan on stopping him. But that's boxing. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take on the chin. And that's it, mate, yeah, that's it.
Listen, as you know, I'm not a boxer, but I do kind of understand, you know, how tough the sport is without actually being in the sport, if that makes it... I'm around it to know exactly. And like I said, second fight in is important.
Yeah, going 6 rounds. A lot of people said it's too much to go straight onto a 6-round fight. But at 34, I didn't want to cut no corners. And yeah, I'm still up for another 6-round fight straight off. You know, I ain't getting no younger and I don't want to be looked after. So I'll be going, trying to fight what I can, when I can, without no excuses.
I mean, a lot of people, there has been quite not a load, but there's been a few notable fighters. Lee Purdy's one that springs to mind. Obviously, he had no amateur background, but he had a sort of an unlicensed circuit background. Went and, you know, fought for a world title. Didn't make the weight, but fought with Devil Alexander in Atlantic City. But they get criticised because of that transformation of going. You know, why do you think that is?
I've got a feeling because it's an old cliche that the unlicensed fighter is just a pub fighter who's thrown into a ring with a pair of shorts and gloves. But it's not like that nowadays. If you do your own work, the unlicensed scene has come up, and there is categories, and it is now. It's more ex-pros that I bump into on the unlicensed scene. Yeah, so it is. I think it's criticised because it's like a taboo thing when it comes, and the board don't like it as well. The British Boxing Board really look down on it. When I told them that I'd had like 14 fights unlicensed and undefeated, they basically laughed in my face. And yeah, that's why I had to go on trial. But I think that it's a very thing. The way that I look at it is you get used to your ticket sales, and you get used to getting punched in the face with 10-ounce gloves. And there's nothing better that can you know, get you ready for the pro game better than the unlicensed, if you ask me.
I mean, listen, it's not, you know, there's many people do it and many people continue to do it. You know, there's a young boxer, Dominic Negus has got, called Boy Jones Jr., who, yeah, he's just turned professional, and obviously he suffered a draw the other day. Yeah, your call recently. So, you know, it's all a learning curve, especially, like I said, you're jumping from not the traditional amateur scene into the professional ranks, but you've just got to roll with the punches.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, that is it. It's a great thing. To be honest with you, this is me reaching my goals. I ain't saying I'm going to go and win no titles, this, that and the other. I turned over after my licence to fulfil my goal to be a professional boxer, and I'm buzzing at it, win, lose or draw. Being in there at 34, competing with people younger than you, theoretically that you shouldn't even be coming close to because I've come from unlicensed or whatever, it's just great for me and a great achievement, you know, no matter what the outcome is. It's the fact that I'm achieving it every time I step through the ropes.
Is it a case of taking each fight as it comes and whatever comes with it?
That's it, Cougs. I've got 4 kids, mate, and I've got a business. My household's fucking manic, so what I can fit in, I will do, and I always give everything in my fights. If you watch that last fight, towards the end, I'll give everything in it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like I come out there thinking, fucking hell, I should have done, could have done, would have done. I thought I'd done enough. I thought in the last round I put on enough. The other fellow was on a back foot as I'm coming forward. That's how I like to finish my fights, finish strong. But like I say, it could be that I'm used to the scoring in the unlicensed that's let me slip that thing of how the referees judge it, you know. But that's experience as well, and like I say, I'm big enough, ugly enough to swallow it, and I'll be back, you know, simple.
4 kids, you want to slow down, don't you?
The telly's fixed now, so the missus can get a break. Telly's fixed and no more kids for a little while, that's for sure.
But now listen, move on from it. Like I said, focus on the next one and put it behind you. Like I said, it was a tough 6 rounds for you. I could tell. I watched every round of it, and it was a tough 6 rounds for you. And you know, the best thing you can do is get back in the ring with him and in your put it right in your opinion.
That's it, mate. That's what I plan to do. I'll speak to my Cole Groove's manager, and as long as he's happy for that rematch, hopefully I'll get it for September. And I know what the border brings, and I know what I'll bring, and I can assure you I'll be coming out with a win.
All right, Paul. Do you know what? If people knew some of the stories that me and you used to do from years ago, I think. No, I'm just saying. I think people would be horrified. I don't think I would have any sort of people who will stop watching my videos straight away. If we did 20 minutes uncut, Kugan and Paul, I don't think it'll go.
It's a program in itself, mate. Yeah, we've got a few terror stories to tell. And,
I've got the newspaper cuttings.
It makes it more funny when we meet on this professional level. That you know we
still ain't a professional level, but this is not between us.
No, we always keep it original, mate. Yeah, it's great, Coogs, to see you back round the scene and to nut up with you after all them years, mate. And we have got a few stories that we could share one day.
What I want to say is that 11:35 train back from Southern Victoria back to Wickford will never ever be the same.
I'll never take that train, that's for sure.
Jesus Christ, it's bringing back the memories. But listen, Paul, like I said, disappointing night for you tonight, but onwards and upwards and on to the next one.
Yep, that's it, mate. I'll learn from it. I'll be back stronger. I know what 6 rounds takes now, and I know that from round 1 to 6, I'll be giving it all next time, not round fucking 2 to 6. I'll be getting in there, and hopefully I'll be stopping him.
3 things I'm going to give you advice on. First thing is, obviously, you already know what the do's and don'ts of what you did in the ring tonight, which is down to you and your training team. The second, you've sworn a lot tonight. I don't know if you realise you swore 18 times in this interview.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. This is raw and uncut. I've just had to put a censor on it. And the third thing is, learn something about birth control.
Yes, I'm with that. I'll take that.
I'm only joking.
All right. Thank you, Coogs. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Kugan CASSIUS, Paul Hilz, IFL TV. Thank you very much.